What's up, Step listeners, and welcome back to the Step Sergeant Podcast. Today, of course, we have... don't
brother.
Continue.
Continue.
We got our host today.
You said it like it was an attack. I'm sorry. Step Sergeant Podcast.
Kamehame
Podcast.
Anyway, you good? Can I continue now?
Yeah.
All right. As I was?
Yeah, as you were.
All right. Today we got our host, Tim Hunsaker.
What's up, guys?
Co-host, Nassim Johnson.
Hi.
And myself, Eric Hunter. Before we get deep into it,
oh shit! Yes,
I feel like I say this every single time, and you have that same reaction every single time.
Go ahead.
So, story of the week, right? So, reading some topics has brought this one back to me. I might have shared it with you. I don't remember. So we're gonna go back to when one of our current master sergeants was a specialist.
Okay. That's taking it way back.
Whoa, that's crazy. Well, in the first steps in Afghaniland, and he was his job was route clearance. He operated one of the vehicles that is used to detect mines in the ground, called like a Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
A funny story about that later. Maybe I'll share it as a different story at a future time. It is a funny story though. So his vehicle was under repair, so he needed to borrow someone else's vehicle. And when he was using it, the dude had some gloves that were in the door, like just chilling in the door. This is important later.
I know about this story.
Right? Yeah, you probably do. Those gloves are an important part of the story. So he's doing his thing, and then they find explosive of the unexploded type, and they had to do the cordon and get what are they called? Wow, I just brain farted. The freaking explosives team, EOD. They had to get EOD out there, and so EOD's on their way doing their thing, and he's like, "Damn, I gotta take a shit," and it's dark, so he's got his night vision, and he goes out into the woods a little ways away from everybody to handle his business. And for some dumbass reason, he takes off his nods and sets them on the ground, so that way he can shit in peace. And handles his business, and then is fumble fucking for his nods because it's so damn dark he can't see anything, and proceeds to stick his hand in his own shit while trying to find his nods. And then finds his nods, puts them on, realizes what he did, and it's like, fuck. And then he goes back, wipes his hands off as best he can, gets all the shit off of him. But I mean, all you got is maybe some of your canteen of water and some shit to kind of wash your hands off with. So he does the best he can, but needless to say, the smell of shit is persistent, and the Rhinos have zero AC, and it's not like you can roll a fucking window down in them bitches. So he's sitting in the vehicle, and it just smells like constant shit. So he puts the gloves on to cover up the scent. Keep in mind, not his vehicle, not his gloves, but he puts these gloves on to cover up the scent of his own shit, and then finishes out the mission, gets back, returns said vehicle, and everybody's walking by the vehicle. It's like, man, that vehicle smells like shit. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing in there, man? And they all blame that guy for keeping his vehicle smelling like shit, saying that he's just up in there farting and shit like that, just being a nasty fucker in his vehicle. Meanwhile,
I never got that part of the story.
Was our master sergeant, not our it was a master sergeant in our battalion. That it was his fault.
Yeah, fucking it's a pretty shitty adventure. Shitty journey. Yeah.
Shitty journey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
I just kept reading some. I keep seeing stupid stuff that happens to people in Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff, and I was like, man, I thought I had some dumb stuff happen while I was there, but that takes the cake of dumb shit that
literally
you have done. Mm-hmm. That's your own damn fault.
Some people get caught with their hands red. Other people get caught with shit on there.
Oh, man. Wow. Yeah.
Some people get caught red-handed. Some people get caught shit-handed.
I mean, depending upon what he ate, if he had a really bad time, it could have been red.
People got some corn in there.
Might have had a little bit of yellow, yeah.
No.
Might have been multicolored. Could have been a little green. You eat too much protein or whatever.
It just if it passes too quick, it turns green.
Really? I didn't know what.
Or if you just have a real green diet. So, another master sergeant probably has very green shit.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah.
His shit is probably very green.
Yeah.
Common.
I mean,
because I think they say like your bio just doesn't have enough time to interact with shit. Well, with the food, so it comes out green.
yeah. Whereas meat tends to sit in your stomach longer.
Yep. Needs more time to get its ass whooped.
Yeah. When I was in Texas,
I must have zoned out for part of that conversation.
he just like get his ass whooped and just sees you punching me, and you were like taking it seriously, and this guy's like, "What the fuck?
Where the fuck? Where did it go?"
No. So, you guys' argument on like the food and sitting in your stomach and that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an actual argument that I saw on, I think it was Facebook and Facebook Reels.
Mm-hmm.
It was between somebody who's like strict vegetarian and somebody who's like straight up like carnivore diet and enthusiast. Okay.
So like literal the exact opposite.
Yeah, exact opposites of each other. And the carnivore diet dude was basically like, oh well, greens, your body doesn't like break them down and absorb the nutrients like it does meat and eggs and things for the carnivore diet, right?
That could be also why this shit turns green, because it passes it because it can't break it
And
down.
then the argument was the reverse for the other person. And so when you guys said that, that's what it brought back. And so I just thought that was funny. But anyway, continue with your conversation.
Food for thought.
So that's
or
funny.
for your shit.
So
I don't know which.
I mean, I guess it's almost because they say that like meat takes longer for your stomach to digest. It'll sit in your stomach longer.
Well, just takes, so supposedly it takes longer for like the stomach acid to like break it down.
Mm-hmm.
But it also depends, like it's just dependent on your body. Like everybody's gonna have different, good bacteria, I guess you would say, right? That's gonna break down certain things better and whatever. So it all just depends on the body and like what your body needs and all that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
but
in Texas, there's a steakhouse called Cattleman's Ranch. I'm pretty sure I probably talked with you guys about it several times. It's best steakhouse I've ever been to in my entire life.
Yeah.
To this day.
Then you say you had like a fucking that was a liquor store. Never mind. That's a different.
There's
that was horseradish story.
The three biggest steaks they got there. Ooh. Well, let's go with the two because those are the only two that matter. The cowgirl is a 1 pound steak. And the cowboy is a 2 pound steak. My squad leader at the time, because this was Specialist Hunter, when I went there, he bet me.
Story. Okay, I'm making both stories in my life.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. It's probably the same story that I told. He bet the steak that I couldn't eat it. And that bitch is like every bit of an $80 steak.
Yeah.
And I proceeded to eat a 2 pound steak in one sitting. And then I just did not eat the next day. Yeah. Didn't even feel hungry.
Yeah.
Didn't even feel hungry.
Like some Goku, Luffy type shit, man. See? I just know it was so good. Just all that meat in your mouth.
Oh, brother. Every bit, bro. And it was like one of them ones you could like cut with like a plastic fork would have cut that bitch. Like,
fuck.
God.
Damn, that's a sexy bitch.
Yeah, it was. Even the fucking baked, and they give you like the baked beans in like, it's for the table. They bring baked beans for the table, and they put that bitch in like a cauldron.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Like it's in like a little tiny cauldron, so it's like fucking. Oh my god, they're so fucking good too, brother. I would go to Texas just to go eat at that place.
Damn,
like, that's how fucking good that food was.
Damn, I'd have made a fucking believer.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. I would fly. I would pay to fly out there and then pay the $80 for the steak, which is probably more now because market price went up. No, it's probably a fucking $120 steak or some bullshit now.
And this is the one where like the cattle are there.
Yeah, like you can literally go out and pet the cow that you're probably eating their child or some shit. You know?
Yes.
Their
Or-
child.
Or
mean-
their dad. I don't know.
Cousin, dad.
Yeah, their
relative,
family member.
distant
Nah,
relative.
it could be the child because some of them
Yeah, they could be
they
old.
keep the mama and
Yeah.
the mama just keep getting her shit beat in.
God damn.
She making some good beef, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get all the miles you can get out of it, man. She
And
only
then
had
people have
200.
the audacity to go get like fucking chicken from there. It's like, what are you doing?
What are you
fucking
doing?
monster?
Or go in there and get a vegetarian plate. What's wrong with you?
Why would you even go?
Like, go get that meat in your mouth.
You can't go to a steakhouse to get a vegetarian meal. That's just fucking wild.
I'm not gonna lie, that is fucked up, though. That is real fucked up.
I mean, we took our vegetarian boss to Longhorn for his the very first meal we ever had together. Whenever our
that's funny as fuck.
our previous boss was leaving and the new boss was coming in, like we just decided Longhorn was the place to be. Of course, we also did it here, so that kind of tracks. Like, there's very many options.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck, though.
It is pretty funny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember because it was cold as shit, and they had like free samples of soup. Like Longhorn does, like right outside in the little I guess lobby area. They got like free samples of whatever their soup of the day is, and it was like a cheddar broccoli soup. And so me and Master Arn were just sitting there fucking eating the cheddar broccoli because it was cold as a bitch, and the soup was hot.
Imagine, right? You go to an alien planet, and they got like a restaurant where they just keep humans.
There's like little pets. Yeah.
Like, you go up, they have conversations with them and shit, and then they go in and eat human.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just go in there and eat human. You go in there and you eat the motherfucker you was talking to cousin.
Did you ever see that video? It was like super popular of this like little girl seeing like a cow laying down, and she's like just points at it and she's like, hamburger.
yeah. I've seen that.
And the mom's like, you can't say that. She's like, I like mine with cheese.
I like mine with cheese.
That's fucked up. All right, what we rolling into, man?
Yeah, what's the topic of the day?
Free all my cows.
All right,
up.
So we're bringing back a topic that we put out a while ago, but we just never ended up using. So, when did you realize the military wasn't the brochure?
Oh.
And why did you stay anyway?
Those are both really good questions. Because I feel like up to a point it was exactly what I expected it to be. At least like basic and even RSP was what I expected it to be. But then my mindset was that was how it was going to be just for my whole career. Like there was just always going to be somebody fucking yelling at me and telling me what to do. And then I got to my unit and everybody was chill. So maybe that's about when, because there was just so much bullshit downtime that I wasn't prepared for. And how you could go from 0 to 100 and then back to 0 real fucking quick. And why did I stay anyway? Damn, that's actually an even better question. I fucking don't know. Because I joined for the college benefits and then dropped out of college. I think it's because I deployed, and once I deployed to Afghanistan, I kind of fell in love with the military. So
I got a horrible answer for this one, just because I feel like it's like a fucking nothing burger. But funny you say college benefits, because originally my thought was that's when it stopped being the brochure, because my ass didn't finish college. Because like that's the whole reasoning, at least that's a big reasoning. Big motivator for guard. But I don't know, man. It's kind of like it's never stopped being the brochure in a way. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a case by case. Like I think if I'm really just answering, I think maybe when I first got in my unit, because them boys them boys different, bro. They not the brochure. They not the brochure. But like I don't know, man. I think it's certain things that just still. I feel like the understanding changed, so it affects my take on that, like whether or not it's still brochure or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's kind of rough. Why did I stay though? If I were to say it was when I got to my home unit, that was better than the brochure. Like that experience was better than what the brochure was. So it was like, oh yeah, of course I would fuck around and do this shit. Because this is better than the brochure. Y'all
Right.
motherfuckers be bullshit. Y'all be doing that shit. So I
Makes
don't know.
sense.
Yeah, I think each time I wanted to get out, uh, a deployment came up, I went on it, and I just built that really close relationship with all the people that I deployed with. Because like after I came back from Afghanistan, we had a bunch of people in our little group just kind of go to different units because there was 3 different MP units, and so everybody just kind of dispersed. And then I started hating it again, and like wasn't really like I don't know. I didn't really fit in with the MPs just because MPs all have Type A personality, and I was more of a Type B personality. Um,
Beta bitch. No.
not even. I wouldn't. It's
It's
they.
funny because man pleasers. That's why.
Yeah, that is that when you put it like that. But I don't know, man. It was just that was just one of them. It was one of them things, like or like the unit that I went to when I came back from my deployment. They already had their cliques and stuff going on, and trying to navigate that without. That you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, stop sucking that cock, man.
That's too much, man.
But trying to navigate that was just. It's not something I like to do. Politicking is not a thing I'm fond of doing.
Yeah. And something I want to just like touch back on to that with about like the brochure thing is like I think it's like that because at least our brochures, they don't be fucking lying, bro. Like you get what I'm saying? Like anything you preconceive about the guard at least, that's not some slanderous hit piece. That's literally put out by us. That shit pretty accurate, bro. Like I don't think there's a moment where you get what I'm saying? Like other motherfuckers just be selling shit. That's the thing that I think is unique about us, the way we work in sales too. Like, bro, we not just somebody selling the product, we actually do the product. You know what I'm saying? We're living.
We're living proof of the product.
Yeah, so it's like, our shit we don't got that like it looked like a fucking sexy ass Big Mac, then you can go get the Big Mac. That's just some boy. You get what I'm saying? I don't think we got a lot of that.
They take those pictures in Japan.
Yeah, they bullshit those.
Japan
Man, those
matches
motherfuckers do all type of trickery for them damn. But you get what I'm saying? I think in that sense.
Well, and I feel like when we talk brochure, like I mean, like if you take it literally, like the brochures that are given out and shit like that, like you could probably pretty easily realize like you're not always gonna have the exact same career as the person in the brochure.
Yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean. But like the way I take brochure is like how I assumed it was going to be before the preconceived expectation, I guess. And a lot of mine came from like the shit that my dad would tell me, right? Because he retired from the National Guard and everything and whatnot, and all I heard most of the time was like, he was in back in the day when they would like order kegs for every fucking drill weekend and lots and lots of drinking going on after hours. Not that doesn't happen, but
it does. 100%.
But the unit doesn't pay for it, which apparently they used to pay for that shit.
Damn.
Like basically like catering the alcohol for everybody.
Damn.
And so like having like all these cool stories of like, oh, this is what it's like, and then actually like getting in and then getting to my first unit and being like, that is not what I was expecting. But in a good and a bad way. Like we still had fun. We still fucked around and had a great time. But like that last part just wasn't a thing so much anymore. Like I'm not saying we didn't go out drinking on an occasion, but it was always like when we were in the field or when we were stuck on post. But like if we were just at the armory, like no, we all left and went home. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we didn't hang out, but I was just 5 minutes away. So right. Like,
brother, we had people that lived, I'm talking about next door, and they would stay.
Yeah.
Just because that was like your one chance to just hang out with the boys.
Yeah. Oh, I don't disagree.
And tug and shit.
And tug and shit, yeah.
But,
and one guy had like a newborn baby, and he was like, "Now my wife has to be stuck with it. I tell her that we go to the field every single drill weekend, whether we do or not." And I was
that is not the right answer.
That's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
I need a good night's sleep. I'm like, "You're gonna sleep on a cot, and that's a good night's sleep." He's like, "Have a kid, and you'll understand."
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
I mean, this is true.
Don't sleep on that cot. And when I say that, that's funny as fuck. The irony of that statement. Don't sleep on that damn cot though, because I promise you that shit beats. Boy, a new ass baby, especially if they loud, motherfucker. I know all about loud new baby, boy. Oh my fucking goodness, bro, that shit. Oh my fucking goodness! You could have a whole armory of motherfuckers drunk, lights on, and that would probably still be better than new fucking loud baby, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. But nah, but that's what I'm saying though, man. Like, I did get those experiences come there. So like, those were the things that would exceed my brochure mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hell yeah, man, this shit cool. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't know y'all boys fuck around like this. Hell yeah, man. Let me see that dick. Nah, I'm playing. But, you know,
You want to?
it's shit with nah, but you know, it's shit like that, man. It just, I don't know. I don't know if it ever stopped per se. I think it only got better than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, touching on the like why we stayed in. I think it just came down to the people for me.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
it
for
had
sure.
nothing to do with the education benefits. It had nothing to do with the money. Because, M Day, like, if you're staying for the money, you're in for the wrong
Man,
reasons.
if you stay any motherfucking place for the money, bro,
Like,
it's not.
you're reaching. But,
No component's gonna make you rich, guys. Just putting it out
you
there.
know, like, it's like, it's those things. And to me, that was worth more than any kind of money. But, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
All right. First comment. Um, we had the first dude say, when I was like, hey, these stats are wrong and we should pause reporting them for a week so we can get the facts straight. Got told no, keep sending them and keep giving the data to the congressional data call. Cool beans. So I'm just assuming this person was working in some sort of a position where they're like reporting numbers for, I don't even know.
Intel, maybe.
Yeah, Intel or something to the back from like a deployed status back, and then it's like being evaluated, reported on the news, whatever, that kind of thing. But they're like, hey, these numbers I'm pretty sure are wrong. We should pause so that we're giving them correct information, and then just being told like, nah, fuck that. Just keep reporting the numbers that you're getting. Like, I mean, they didn't fully answer the question, but
I'll tell you what.
You
You
know.
know what? That just makes me think of the one thing that did not match the brochure that I learned the hard way. Military grade is not good.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's very important. I have to tell people that shit on the
lowest
regular.
bidder.
Like,
That military grade is actually probably the worst thing you could ever use as a compliment for something. If anything, it's an insult. I use it as an insult. Oh,
Yes.
yep, that's military grade, all right. If that bitch is covered in duct tape and it'll break in half in a second,
yeah.
or it looks like a strong breeze will blow it over, I would call that military
Yo,
grade.
military grade means that bitch is technically functional.
Yeah.
Technically.
Now, granted, there is some military grade stuff that you're not sure how that shit still works,
Mhm.
but that shit still works.
That's what I'm saying. Technically functional. Like,
Yeah.
technically, that bitch can do the job.
Yeah.
But it's like right on that line.
Yeah.
Like, it's right above the threshold. Right.
So that's yeah.
You don't get no bells and whistles. None of that shit.
Military grade is just a really worn out whore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
That shit's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway, but
Wow.
it's still a hot dog and it's still a hallway.
Yeah, this is true. There is still a hallway for that.
Yeah, there's still a hallway for that hot dog. It's still there. It might not be what you want, but it's going to get the job done one way or another.
Yeah. It's going to climax. We got, what's the next one?
So the next one I think is a reference back to good old Meps. But all he said was when he checked my bum that way.
Oh.
That was a very strong, like, your line ended before it even began.
Before it even began. Like, you're like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was.
Oh. Jeepers. Wow. Holy smokes.
I will say that, that one was not in the brochure. When the man cut my balls and told me to cough, and I said, and he's like, no, don't clear your throat, cough. And I said, And he was like, look, man, I don't want to be grabbing your balls any more than you want me to be grabbing your balls. Please cough. All right, gotcha.
That is like the only thing I remember from Meps because that shit was so bad, bro.
Yeah. I remember.
That and him
I remember when you talked about this.
That shit was so bad, bro.
Him asking me 18 different ways if I ever smoked pot. When's the last time I smoked pot? Why did I smoke pot? I'm like, bro,
relax.
I did. I did. I probably did
Hell
like
yeah.
recently.
Hell yeah. Bro, I don't smoke, bro.
But that's okay. 10 days. Next question.
All right, next one was when I was assigned to a unit and mission that would be constantly taking me out of my job. The whole 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer thing isn't all that accurate. My unit is good people, and command understands the temperature of the room as we don't want to be here, and the mission is what it is, and they're not making our lives any harder. And I've learned a lot that has helped me on the civilian side.
So I'm a tad confused on the 1 weekend month, 2 weeks during the summer not being.
So,
Like, you can get extra shit, bro, but like,
Well,
but
I
it
don't
sounds
think
like he
that.
was in a high tempo
yeah, he's
unit
probably in
that
like a
Yeah.
high tempo unit, and they
that
probably
deployed
got
a lot.
activated or something.
Yeah, but that ain't.
I mean, yeah, some units like you're only back from like I don't know. You could be back for like 6 months and then they're trying to send you out again and then you're gone forever. Like there's very short period stints where you're home and some guard units and reserve units are only home for a short period of time. Like they're almost gone more often than they're home.
Yeah, and I get
Um,
that, but like, I don't know if that's.
but that's not everyone's experience. Like
Yeah, but I'm saying I get that. How to word it? I understand that that's not the expectation. You get what I'm saying? And it's not a. But like, I feel like in that situation, like, hey, bro, this ain't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't detract solely from the what was put out for that. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't be like, damn, like this just ain't what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to go like that, but y'all just in a up tempo unit.
well, yeah, but if your expectation is I'm gonna barely ever deploy because my recruiter told me that, oh man, you might only leave maybe once
That's
every
some whole
few
shit on the
years.
recruiter though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's still your expectation isn't met. So that means the brochure isn't met. That's
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I just think it's a more understandable. You get what I'm saying?
at the end of the day, like it really comes down to your unit, the mission, and your MOS a lot too. Because and this person responded to the comment and said, if you're let me tell you, if you are armor infantry or a support unit directly connected to armor or infantry, and you think you will drill just Saturday and Sunday, expect more 3-day drills than not, and expect to have 3-week ATs.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and I don't disagree with this. I mean, I've had freaking 4-day drills multiple times,
Yeah,
right?
I've had 5 days.
5-day
Yeah,
drills,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that kind of shit. But sometimes it just comes down to we got the range now, like for an artillery unit, like if they get cleared to go shoot and they're about to no longer meet their requirements because they have to shoot so many times a year to stay
Gotta take that box.
I can't remember what it is, qualified essentially. Then you just got to do it, right? And so a lot of the time it's not necessarily like poor planning on the unit side of the house, it's poor planning on the training site or wherever you're going to do the training, or a new mission comes down and like your unit just happened to get tasked with it, like whatever it could be. But in my experience anyway, more often than not, 1 weekend a month. If I say 1 weekend a month, yes, I'm saying Saturday and Sunday, but it could also be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right?
Yeah.
It's
And like you also get situations like with the MPs, we had 3 separate units, and the way it would work is like every year was a different unit's ready year. So that way you always have one MP unit that's ready to mobilize if need be. But one of our MP units was just not.
never ready.
Yeah, never ready. So anytime it was their ready year and something came up, they'd have to just push over to send it to one of the other MP units because you got to send somebody. Somebody's got to go. And if one of the other ones is ready, they're going. And so that happened a lot where we'd get double tapped on, or we'd only get like a 1 year break and then we're going and doing something else crazy. Yeah. So it was high tempo in the fact that we were just getting screwed by the other unit not being efficient.
Yeah.
So
I will still say though, yeah, that is fucked up. For those units that have to get hold of things like that, but
I mean, I'm not even complaining. I didn't complain because I made good money
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on every one of my deployments,
Yeah.
or mobilizations or whatever.
Mm.
I always made good money wherever I went, and it was definitely better than working at the prison because working at the prison sucked.
Yeah, and if I had to venture to guess, comments have probably had a job they weren't super fond of.
Yeah, so sometimes people just join for the bonus and then don't like the job. Sometimes you join and you think you're gonna like the job, and you just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like being an MP.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll move on to a new comment. So this person said, I realized it wasn't the brochure the day I arrived at betting. Knew for sure it was the right decision. Stayed for 20 years after 4 1-year boots on the ground deployments. After the 9,000th guy I talked to said I was in back in whatever year. Gee, I would have been retired by now if I would have just stayed in. So I decided to stay. Best decision I ever made.
That'd be nice.
I do say that one of the things that keeps me going is people saying, "Man, I wish I would have just stayed for 20." Or "Man, sometimes I just miss it." Or I talk to people who retired after 20, and they're like, "Yeah, man, best years of my life." I'm like, yeah, like I know when I get out, I'm gonna be thinking I'm gonna be that guy. That's like, man, I miss it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and I mean, like, you put so much energy into it over that 20-year time frame. And, like, I don't even want to say it's, like, the best times of your life, but it's, like you build a passion for it anyway. And then, like, what you get out of it in return for the rest of your life after those 20 years, it's huge as far as, like, benefits and whatnot. So, it's, one of those things. But next one said, I stayed for the 10% military discount.
Wow. Wow, my friend. There is no fucking way.
my parents use my
Not paying
military
taxes
discount
was
more
enough.
often than I do.
Yeah.
My dad will just fucking call me up and be like, "Eric, I want to go buy something. If I give you the cash, will you pay for it? Because I get 10% off if you buy it." I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Dad! Like, what the fuck?
Man, I say this shit all the time. I didn't even know how many places we had the discount at because so many motherfuckers say no, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
fuck the truth. So I'm like, oh, shit, fuck it. The only reason I even started being able to take advantage of it was because of my wife. She would keep up with that shit. Keep a mental Rolodex updated of who the fuck gives that discount. The only reason I started taking advantage of it.
I mean, I just never asked. That was why I never knew. I never
asked maybe 5 times. Like once I got back from training and shit, and I say like 4 out of that 5 was like fuck out of here, and that set the tone with me. I was like, oh, this shit, it's not as real as I thought it was. Like these motherfuckers don't care for real. Stop asking.
And I mean, just I feel like when I first got in, like, I'm talking on a 10% discount here. Like, I don't feel like I ever really asked for the discount, but if I was in uniform and they were like, "Oh, like you get a military discount," I was like, "Cool." Like, but it wasn't something that I was like out there actively asking for. Now, if you give me like a 50% discount or something along those lines, like, yeah, like I'm more likely to be like, "Oh, I'm also military. Like, here's my ID."
Yeah, like my free haircut I can get from like Sports Clips or whatever.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Or that free oil change on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. But
that's what I'm saying. You just beating taxes. Like that ain't enough to. Like, that's what I tell people. I'll be like, yo, that discount is only. It's like saying, hey, bro, you're gonna pay slightly less than sticker price. That's all it means. Like slightly less. That's it, bro.
in the long run, it's not.
It's not a big deal.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But
yeah. What else we got?
That the last one was basically just when I got out and worked in the private sector, dealing with most of the same headaches, being on call 24/7, and then nothing but just a few benefits.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we already hit on the benefits, so
yeah,
that tracks. Well, cool. Are we rolling into? Do we have promoter demote?
We do have promoter demote.
Let's do it then.
We do, and I've got some that I think we're all going to enjoy.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get started with our lovely session here. All right. Promote or demote? All right, this first one. We had a trainee that got chewed out for scaring another trainee with a made-up Wiccan ceremony in the shower room after hours. Trainee, I like you, but if you ever try to summon Satan in my shower room again, I swear to God.
Brother, demote. You're out of there. You're fucking out of there. Without question. What in the fuck?
I think I told you about this, but the girl that I don't want to call her a battle boot because nothing ever really happened out of it, but the girl that everybody was like, y'all need to stop having so much sexual tension and just get this out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in basic, she was Wiccan. Yeah. So, and like I would just ask her so many questions about that because I didn't know anything. Like, 17-year-old Hunter just didn't know. I was from little old Chesterfield.
Don't feel bad. I have very limited knowledge on the topic.
Still have very little knowledge, limited knowledge. I would ask her questions just so I could hear her talk. Like I didn't actually care what she was.
So, bitch, I just like you talk, bitch.
I
I just want to fuck for real talk, bro. And get whoever the fuck that was about it. I'm sorry.
You would demote this person for their prank, though. Legit.
I mean, were they actually Wiccan?
No, they scared another trainee with a made-up Wiccan ceremony.
Oh, made up, yeah.
I mean, they may have actually been Wiccan, but I think they were just
that's
doing
bad
it to
juju, man.
to mess with this other trainee.
You try to summon the devil.
You gotta get that ass demoted, bro. That's bad juju.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to
you
walk in.
bringing the bad in.
Like Satan in the bath.
In the fucking shower.
Yeah, people start
sound like Chucky in there trying to get a body, get a hose. A dude the way.
Yeah,
fuck no, man.
Next thing you know, we're all like fucking living in Drag Me to Hell. Like,
nah, hell no. Motherfucking walls start coming like apart.
Shit starts
Inferno.
bleeding. Like, the fuck, yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, we don't need that in our lives.
Carry on at best, but demoting his ass for sure.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. If I walked in on somebody doing some weird ass ceremony in the shower, I'd probably be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get somewhere else."
Don't pay me enough for this shit, right?
What the fuck y'all doing?
All right, next one. I was in the army, and we were in Germany doing some training with our counterparts there. It was only about 20 of us standing around in a forest, including the Germans. One of the Germans were telling us about how they do things, and one of our guys were translating for us. In the middle of his briefing, our guy let one rip, one of the biggest farts I've ever heard in my life. It didn't even faze him. He just kept on translating. The German instructor just stopped and stares at him in disgust, and we all just burst out laughing.
Is he just fucking farts?
That's pretty good.
What's that a farts?
This is just such a normal thing that I could just see happening.
Like I could even see him like while he's translating, like lifting the one cheek and be like, and like kind of like talking. Yeah, but it's my guy.
It just keeps on going. It doesn't even phase it.
Yo, that shit is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, promote my dog though.
Yeah.
He was able to multitask. So that points for multitasking.
Yeah, my man knew what needed to happen and made it happen.
Cause I'm like, you know how you have that grunt in preparation or like at the end of a big fart, and he just did none of that. He just kept. Come on, bro. Nah, my dog. Rolling, man. My dog needed promotion.
And didn't even chuckle at his own fart. That dude's a gentleman.
One of his bullet points. One of his bullet points. Hey, nah, man, promote my dog, bro.
Yeah, promote it. Fuck it.
That's freaking NCOAR bullet right there.
Facts, bro. That's a bullet point.
Able to overcome serious
gas.
Nah, yeah. I'm trying to think of obstacles. There we go. Obstacles. That gas buildup is an obstacle.
Yeah, gastrointestinal obstacles. Yeah, that's what we putting in there, bro. Fuck that, yeah.
And still accomplish the mission.
Yes. To standard like a motherfucker, too.
Yeah, I like it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so promote. We're all in agreement on that. All right.
And ahead appears.
Ahead appears. Oh. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, shit, the boost from the fart, like that's a boost, bro.
Put him on a higher pedestal. Just
Yeah,
like that.
bro. That motherfucker levitated a little bit when that shit came out and kept translating, bro.
Like I'm talking about this man rising up.
Like, come on,
Steady
bro.
talking.
Was experiencing 0 G's, bro. Just yeah. Then he said,
All right, next one.
All right. So this one was caught a mole one night, so we made a leash with 550 cord and searched pilots' vehicles coming onto the flight line with the mole. I miss my military working mole.
So they were using it like a fucking
like a dog.
like a dog,
search
and they were
dog.
just putting the mole up in there sniffing.
hey, bro. Come on, bro.
The worst part is I would be as serious as a fucking heart attack whenever somebody comes up. And it's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, we just have to, use this thing. It can actually sniff out if there's any leaks or anything in the vehicles. So we can determine what types of repairs it needs. And then just like this mole sit there and like fucking run around. And like me and the other dude are just sitting there staring at him like, yep.
You got to like pass it off on them though, like give them that type of pushback to have them like, oh shit, damn, excuse me.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, hey man, it's just protocol, bro. I'm doing my job, man. We have the mole coming here. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's for your safety. I don't understand. You
You have to
literally
make them
holding
question,
up. Yeah.
like they're questioning, like, damn, is this really out of shit? Right? Like, yeah, bitch.
You were quite literally holding us up.
Yeah.
We could miss something that this mole finds because we're too busy communicating with
man.
you right now.
Yeah.
Could you please step over there, sir?
You can step to the side, please. Thanks.
Then take the mole down and put him down and just start walking into
Then you got a name for the mole. Let us know if you get anything. Frisbee, let us know. You getting something there? All right, no, okay.
Oh, no. Just an old bag of chips. Got it.
Gotcha.
Fucking
They
great.
come back with the report, hey man, you guys need to police the area, be done with it because found a lot of shit bags.
It's very distracting for
Yeah.
Frisbee.
Frisbee, and sometimes that can throw off, the nose. Like the nose is trained for a certain thing, gets into a bag of chips, smelling Lay's, man. We can't do that.
For training purposes, we actually used Lay's as his treat whenever he'd find something.
Yeah,
so
it's really
if he finds something, he expects Lay's. So now when he finds Lay's, it distracts him from the. And then the Lay's gets banned from the flight line.
Come on, man, we can't. No more Lay's, y'all. Motherfucker, go tell somebody, hey guys, so I talked to the guy. Apparently, we can't have any. No more chips, man. Can't do
Next
it.
thing you know, there's like an email blast from the battalion commander talking about no more Lay's on the flight line, just because they're all expecting this fucking mole
Getting
to
a
actually.
fucking commander on it, bro. That should be so fucking funny, bro. His ass don't even know, bro. Really push that shit. It's like them cartoons, they'd be like somebody important just be stamping shit. Like they just be stamping like, all right, bro, made it to my desk, bro. I guess you get it, yeah, bitch.
Okay.
I firmly believe that with our command. Sometimes they just, man, if it made it past all these other people, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I don't think I've shared this on the pod, but
Oh, shit.
I had something wild, like similar to that happen at one of my first unit. So I was in an FSC, and our HHC, we always used to joke that they were what's the right word? Not the brightest. I guess we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
When it came to like normal life skills, but they were very smart. When it came to book smarts.
Book smarts, but not common
Lacking
sense.
common sense. I'm telling you, that's a real thing, y'all.
It's a real thing.
And
real
that
thing.
common sense, y'all. Don't sleep on that shit, bro. I think in certain situations it's more important.
So we all know that when you drive a vehicle or run an engine that runs on diesel or gas, it's going to use said diesel or gas, right?
Yes.
We all feel like that's a fundamental understanding of how a vehicle
Just turning
works.
the bitch on.
Yeah,
Gas
we're all good with that.
Pull
Yeah.
power, energy.
All right. So, headquarters company submitted an official flipple saying that their vehicles were getting their diesel fuel siphoned out of them during non-drill weekends, because when they would get back from, like they would go out into the field or whatever with us and we'd come back.
I know you.
You had to wait. All right,
Sorry.
let me finish my story before you make me laugh.
Sorry, bro.
They would go out to like the field or whatever with us, and we'd all come back, and like we obviously open up the fuel fuel point for them to come bring their vehicles through, And sometimes they would, sometimes they wouldn't. Well, apparently, one of the newer officers didn't know that, like, his driver didn't take it through the fuel line, like, you know, and so it just never got filled up, ever. And so he would constantly put in a report and be like, hey, like, when I got in my vehicle, did my PMCS, like, it's below a half a tank, like, somebody's stealing fuel. And he reported it so many times that it got from him to, like, his next person, and they looked at all of his, like, records to show that, like, it should have been getting filled up because they thought that we, as the FSC, would go and fill up all the vehicles at the end of drill. Like, I ain't fucking doing that shit.
Yeah, fuck no.
And made it all the way up to, like, the state level. And they did, like, a formal investigation over, like, 4 or 5 vehicles that were legit getting fuel siphoned out of them.
Oh my fucking goodness, y'all.
When really they were just using the fuel like it's supposed to be used.
You're just not filling it up.
I have no words for this one. I'm gonna let this one ride.
Do you guys not have a fuel log?
Yeah, we do.
So, like, you could see that it shows that these vehicles were not being fueled.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I would just immediately be like, all right, let me see the fuel log. And as soon as I saw the fuel log and see that none of those vehicles are listed on the fuel log, I'd say, hey, brother, they don't have no gas in them because they don't have no gas in them.
Mm-hmm. But their excuse was, okay, and this is just failure on people's understanding of the way that the fuel log works. Because this was brought up when we got briefed on it. Because, like, we literally, as a full FSC, were brought into, like, the freaking little conference room area, and they literally talked to us about how we were not doing our jobs. Yeah, that was a really fun conversation. I think you know how it ended. But,
Hey, bro, I'm sorry.
As an entire FFC.
Yeah, the whole FSC. Including the fuelers. Like, they were a part of this. And the cooks, too. Everybody. Look at everyone.
My fucking goodness, bro. This is crazy.
And, but we literally were like, okay, well, looking at the logs, we're like, okay, we went to the field on this drill. It shows that it was filled up at the fuel point when we got to the field, right? And it's like, yeah, they put 13 gallons in it or whatever the fuck, right? Like, however many gallons. And then it was like, did it get filled up again? And they'd be like, oh, well, like, don't you do that? Like, don't you do that after drill so they're all full and all this shit? It's like, no, we opened a fuel point for a reason. Like, that's why the fuelers come back first.
It's literally the driver's job. Like,
yeah,
at least that's the way we always did it. Our SOP, the drivers, before you put that thing back online, you got to do the after PMCS, and part of the after PMCS is ensuring that it's fueled to at least 50%.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, this basically what was happening is the driver was telling the officer that everything was done, including the vehicle being fueled. And then the officer didn't check. Not that it's their responsibility to check, but the person that was driving was a new private, right? Because that's usually who's the driver. And they didn't know that the fucking fuel gauges in those things barely work as it is. So they didn't, like, physically open it and look to make sure, which you're supposed to do as part of your PMCS, right? They just looked at the fuel gauge, and fuel gauge said it had more than 50%. They're like, fuck, it's full. But yeah, there's a legit investigation over people stealing fuel when there's, like, fucking fuel trucks literally across the fucking motor pool from these vehicles.
Again, I'm going to tell you, I have no words from this.
Oh, dude, I wish I could have recorded the conversation. I mean, this fucking was 10 years ago now, but it's fucking great.
I'm not touching this one. Do better. That's it. That's all I got.
Do better?
Do better, bruh. Because there's no fucking way.
Oh, I mean, that wasn't, but yes.
Yeah, demote ahead of Pierce.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Demote the entire HSC.
Oh, damn.
First time I've seen a bad idea, Ferry.
Yeah, right?
Like the fuck?
Man.
But anyway, we'll move on to another promoter demote story. So this person said, I have several, but I'll go with a story from the barracks since that seems to be a common theme. I had just finished going through the training process for my MOS and had returned to my battalion's barracks before going to another school. That weekend, a hurricane hit the coast of North Carolina, and as a result, Camp Lejeune was shut down. No one was allowed out out on or off base, and Marines were told to stay indoors. Some of the things I saw: several Marines getting their jump wings by parachuting from the third floor with ponchos.
Mm.
One Marine receiving a bottom sample from the inside of a water buffalo tank. And another Marine wakeboarding along a retention pond while being towed by a truck driving along the edge.
Nice.
And subsequent to a warning that all Marines must wear flak and Kevlar when outdoors, one Marine strode around the barracks wearing nothing but the said flak and Kevlar. All of this was happening in broad daylight in about 4 in the afternoon. After witnessing such shenanigans, I knew I was in the right place.
Hot take, promote. It's good work environment, as literally stated by commenter. So promote.
Yeah, promote.
I mean, I just feel like these are normal shenanigans that would just happen in general. I mean,
Yeah.
you take the same shit, but a college dorm, same fucking shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
All I
Like,
heard
leave-
was
leave 'em
for
be.
like E4 Mafia. That's all I
This is
heard.
exactly what this
That's all I
is.
heard, man. And shout out to the Mafia, man.
Our when I was in basic, our drill sergeant made sure that we understood that should we ever get what do you call it, indirect fire,
Mhm.
that you're supposed to don your IBA and your Kevlar and make it to the bunker.
Mhm.
And so we did like a lot of random drills trying to drill it into us. And then, yeah, God,
I'm sorry.
you fucking child.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Trying to ingrain that into us. There, is that better? That not much better. No. So fast forward to the 6 months later when we're doing our very last FTX of OSET, and they didn't fuck with us in any of the other FTXs we did. Never once did like an incoming. We're like, man, they did all that, and they're not even gonna do like a fake incoming thing. And we're all sleeping, and it's like the middle of summer at this point because I got there in October, so maybe not the middle of summer, the start of summer because it's like April. Was when I graduated.
Yeah.
So it's hot as fuck. So when I was sleeping, I was in nothing but my underwear and a fucking t-shirt.
Coyote tan, baby.
Yep, coyote tan.
Was
type.
it?
Or
Was
no,
it
no,
coyote?
it was
that
fucking
little-
regular ass
Yeah, that,
fucking
like
tan.
beige. Yeah.
And the only underwear they gave us was the tighty tannies. So
yeah.
I'm in some tighty tannies and a tan t-shirt, and
Oh, yeah.
of course they fucking roll out the fucking thing, and all you hear is that that whistle sound, and they're like, "Hey, Goblin, get the fuck up, privates, get to the bunker." So I grab my IBA and my ACH and throw them on, and I'm still like half asleep. It's like, I don't know, like 4 o'clock in the morning. I put on one boot. And then everybody, I like look up and bunch of other people are running out. So I just start running out with like my boot not even tied. And I ran over to the bunker in nothing but my tanny tighties, my tan t-shirt, and the boot not tied.
How did that go after y'all stopped receiving?
They had us all go to formation because they were pissed. They were pissed not about me. They were pissed about a bunch of people put on their whole ass uniforms. Took forever. And like didn't even make it out. Didn't even put on their IBA on their ACH.
Wow. Okay.
And just like went to the bunker.
Had one
And so
job,
they were
guy.
pissed. And then they see me and like 2 other soldiers. One dude's like not wearing a shirt and just has the thing
Just
on
the
and some PT shorts. and I think he was wearing one sneaker or one boot. Like we looked ridiculous. Like so they call like 4 of us up in front of the whole fucking company. Me, that guy with just like not wearing a shirt.
Chicken nugget in the tannies, bro.
Yeah,
chicken
we're
nugget.
and like everybody's just like laughing and they're like, "Stop fucking laughing! These soldiers lived. This is what we expected. All of you without it, you're fucking dead." And like they're all just like fucking like laughing, and like the drill sergeant, like a couple of the drill sergeants are laughing, like they walked away, but one of them's like super serious about it. Yeah, so That's what I thought of. I
Wait,
think of
wait,
when I
wait a
think of
minute though.
shenanigans.
Wait a minute though, Big Drill. I don't think expected was a great choice of words there.
Yeah, they wanted to see us look ridiculous.
What? Nah, I wanted to see y'all naked.
Naked.
In the nude almost. I wanted to see a bunch of ass cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, what if I was one of those dudes that sleep? Because one of our guys sleeps naked, but that was one of the guys that put on his whole fucking uniform.
Well, of course, if you ass naked, you're gonna be like,
Yeah, you gonna take that out because I ain't getting no fucking sharp charge.
yeah.
But
Now, I don't think he should have got super dressed, but
You know, what you had on would have been suffice.
yeah.
Yeah, just throw on something to cover the,
Man, in those situations,
and we
bro,
can go.
because I can't remember the exact deal, but we had situations like that. Hey, bro, as long as you got on t-shirt, pants, you do your thing, bro. I done been barefoot before. Like, and no sock, just socks. Hey, bro, t-shirt, pants, you out of there, bro. Gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
one of our drill sergeants, there was a guy asleep at the fire guard desk,
Mm-hmm.
and the drill sergeants woke everybody up just to let us know that he was asleep at the fire guard desk. Literally, like 2 o'clock in the morning, wakes everybody up. Just to let, and I'm like, he cuts on the lights and starts yelling, and so my initial reaction is, oh, I need to. It's wake up time. I need to get up and start making my bed. So I'm literally like, just don't even. I don't know. I think I'm still asleep, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I make my bed, fold the corners, like tuck it all in, start putting my fucking PTs on, and like I start walking to. He said, "Private, what are you doing?" And then he looks over at my bed and he like looks at me. He's like, Did you hear a word I just said?" I was like, "Drill sergeant, I was getting ready for PT." He's like, "Private, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Go back to sleep." he's like, "You lay back down. I'm gonna yell at everybody else."
Hey, yo.
Fully in the zone.
Like, yeah.
Fully in the
He's
zone.
like, he couldn't be mad because he thought I was getting ready, and he's like, "Fuck, this dude got ready fast as fuck." Like, damn, like motherfucker's bed's made, eating PTs, ready to go. Shit, like, how can I be mad?
Yeah, huh? I almost got sold like that one time, but I had a spidey sense kick on. I was at fucking I was doing fucking fire guard, sitting at the desk, and y'all was dead as fuck, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I don't know what happened, but you know how you get that doze and it's like you don't even know it happened?
You're not sure how much time passed. It's just next thing you know, you're up and you're like, damn.
I was sitting just like this, arms folded.
Oh, that's the first mistake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. If you're doing any of this, getting a piece of a kickstand started, touching your face, arms folded, horrible. You're in horrible shape, bro. It only goes down. So I'm up there chilling, homeboy to the left. My eyes just closed. As soon as I opened them, I saw fucking Drill Sergeant Dick Bag. I'm not gonna actually say his name, but I saw Drill Sergeant Dick Bag. I was like I almost like locked up. But I said, and I fought it, got up, and when the parade rest, I was like, Drill Sergeant on the floor. He was like, "Yeah, bitch, I almost got you." And he just walked out the room. Like, bro, that shit fucked me up so bad. Because as soon as I opened my eyes, just was that, that lean on the hat, bro. The lean on the hat, bro. Thought I was dead, man. But nah, shout out God. Shout out God.
That Sixth Sense just got you.
Hey, man. The little, the little tinglies that come off Spider-Man, they went off. Woke me up, bro. We was good. We was good. We was safe. I'm pretty sure whoever beside me was dead, though. Like, pretty sure that motherfucker was still asleep. Or, like, I don't know, got up in the middle up there or some shit. But, bro, yeah, almost got fried. Almost got fried. What else we got? We still got more promotion?
We do. We got a couple more. All right. This dude said, not my story, but one that my father tells me almost every week from his time in the Marines. He and a friend of his were aboard an aircraft carrier, having to clean the runway due to less than admirable behavior on deck, fighting with the sailors. Mm-hmm. Well, the cart they were using to carry their cleaning supplies had a big handle on one side. They had finished their cleaning early in the morning, and instead of walking all the way back, they had a splendidly fun idea. They each took one of their button-up shirts, buttoned them together, and tied the sleeves each to one side of the handle of the cart. Now, the wind that day was tremendous, not to mention I'm pretty sure the ship was moving. The shirt billowed tight in the wind, and they both hopped on the cart, and they were off down the runway. As it turns out, the rest of the ship was on the deck for a flag ceremony, including the ship's officers. So there are these people saluting a flag as two um, reprobates fly by on this man-made wind-powered go-kart and hold their heads turned slowly to watch them fly down the runway. He said, "Yeah, he was in trouble a lot."
Hey, bruh. Nah, man, promote, bruh.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I ain't
bro.
even mad at him.
That's
the ingenuity of those soldiers.
facts, bruh.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And that's some bullshit, bruh. Because we all done been in the moments, bruh. It's like the one fucking day I decide to do this, bruh. The one fucking day, bruh. It's just fuck me right now,
Look, man,
bruh.
to have
Promote
an
the
idea
boys,
like
man.
that, you probably do that more on,
Yeah.
more than one occasion. Like, that's probably the most calm idea they had.
But that shit sound fun though, bruh. So I can't hate on it, bruh.
I
That shit
mean,
sound fun, bruh.
yeah. I imagine if I was stuck on a boat like that for, because they're all out at sea, like 6 months at a time?
yeah.
Yeah, if I was stuck on a boat like that, I'd have to do something like that to have some fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it would get funnier like the moment I knew we was cooked. If it was me,
Yeah.
like it should be
brother,
funny as fuck.
yeah.
I'd be like, damn, we finna get fried. Like
All I
this
can do
shit funny as fuck.
I mean, I can just imagine like being on like one side of that flight deck, and then like coming around that coming up on.
Yeah, you're just on a flight deck and go. You just pick up from on
Oh
flight
yeah,
deck.
I mean, I'm just imagining being on a flight deck on one complete like the opposite side, and then coming down the flight, the runway, and just seeing all these fucking people lined up in formation, like saluting a flag for a ceremony, and just being like, "Well, fuck, like,
Yeah, bruh. Like, that
too
shit's
late now.
funny,
Like,
bruh.
let's just fucking own
That
it."
shit's funny, bruh.
Like,
Be like, hide your name tapes. Can't catch me.
Yeah, I'm fucking weak.
can't catch me. Oh man. All right. Next. Sorry. Okay. So this one's long. Sorry, I looked at it and I'm like, this doesn't make sense because it's in 2 parts. All right. So this person said, not one of mine, which are mostly drunken escapades in Korea, but a friend of mine's dad has an excellent one from Air Force BMT. He was posted up as the dorm guard one night, which in BMT is basically just watching for the TI or the Air Force drill sergeant, because he will come to fuck with you. Well, at about 1 a.m., the TI shows up to fuck with him, banging loud as shit on the heavy one-way door, self-locking steel door in the dorm. Trainee's friend's dad goes to the door and starts rolling through the mandatory spiel we have to go through to defend the door. Sir, do you have an ID card? Open up, trainee. I got this fish.
What the fuck?
Sure as shit, the TI is standing on the other side of the door, holding a massive fish tank filled with water and one loathsome goldfish. Sir, I need to see your ID. I can't get my ID, trainee. I got this fish.
Hey, I like this guy.
Sir, I can't let you in without seeing your ID card. I have to refer you down to our CQ, basically the front desk for the dorms. Damn it, son, I've got my ID, but I can't get it out. I got this fish. Now let me in and I'll get it out for you. Faced with this hopeless dilemma, and nearing his scheduled shift change and wanting to get some sleep, trainee's friend's dad does the only thing he can. He lets the TI in. Well, as soon as he does, the TI sets the fish tank down and starts ripping into him. Why did you let me in without ID? This and everyone in this dorm is dead now because of you. That yada yada yada, and I don't know if this next part is true, but I hope it is because it gives me hope to everybody about to go through BMT. The TI reached the end of his tirade and inevitably asked, "So what exactly were you thinking when you let me in here, trainee?" "Well, sir, I supposed it wouldn't really matter because the lock on the door is broken right now anyways." What? The TI runs back outside and slams the door shut, only to find that the lock was working perfectly fine. Enraged, he screams back at my friend's dad, "God damn it, let me back in there! Sir, do you have your ID card?"
Hey, again, if this portion is true, W, man.
Yeah, it's looking great.
That's how you recover right there, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's how you
fucking
recover right there.
yeah. W promote ahead of peers for ingenuity.
I mean, I did like the TI with the fish. I thought that was
that
funny.
shit is
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. Promote the TI, but not ahead of peers. Promote soldier ahead of peers.
Damn, double promote.
Yeah, double promote.
Double promote. I think that's our
Just
first.
because I don't know how I would handle, like, if somebody came at me and they just had a huge, like, fish tank that took up, like, they had to carry with 2 hands, and there's just one tiny goldfish swimming around. I don't
Just in there, just.
I don't think I could take that shit serious.
Let us in, bro.
What's up, dude?
Swim around, let us in. Bloop, bloop. Let us in.
But anyway, that was all we had for promote or demote.
Nice.
So,
So, carrying on from promoter to demote, I think we're kind of running on time. So we're gonna do one story, right?
oh,
One story for our news round. Not really a story, more of a current event for our news round. So check it out, guys. Check it out. Admirals to be scored first on Coast Guard's first ever PT test.
I saw this.
Coast Guards don't do PCS?
They just started doing one now. I mean, now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they have to pass like a swim qual of some kind. But aside from that, I don't think they have like a standardized physical fitness exam of any kind.
Emphasis on standardized. We're going to get into that. So it says, for the first time in service history, the Coast Guard is set to roll out physical fitness testing requirements to the entire force. And officials say the service's most senior officers will be the first guinea pigs for the test,
Nice.
i.e. those admirals. A 29-page guide, which has yet to be publicly released, lays out the components of the Coast Guard's physical readiness program and testing, which will be a twice annual requirement for all service members beginning July 1 of 2026. So right around the corner, guys. The test requires takers to perform as many push-ups as possible in 1 minute, hold a forearm plank for as long as possible, up to 3 minutes and 24 seconds, and complete their choice of approved cardio events with options including a 1.5-mile run for time, a 2,000-meter row, or a 500-yard or 450-meter swim. So that's interesting. They get options on the cardio part. It's pretty fucking neat. But it is, conducive to their component. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, and I'm sure it's also going to be conducive to like what's available when they do the test as well.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure all of them can do a swim.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're in the Coast Guard, you got to be near the coast, right?
I think you like getting wet if you're in the Coast Guard.
It's a branch I almost joined. That's great.
Wow. Okay, we need that story one of these days on the pod. I didn't know that.
There's not a crazy story to it. I just was when I was considering it. Honestly, I didn't know that there was a drastic difference between the National Guard and the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
So just didn't have enough information.
I didn't. I was under the same impression until I got in here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
While the test will soon be mandatory for all on a non-score basis, senior guardsmen officers will be held to the new testing standards sooner than enlisted coasties. I thought that was interesting as fuck. That's the only reason why I read this portion. They refer to the motherfuckers as coasties.
Coasties.
Sound like this motherfucker on my table or some shit.
I was about to say,
what the fuck?
Motherfucking coasters over
Little
here.
koozies. Like, what the fuck, bro? The service admirals and gold badgers or senior enlisted advisors are already taking the test and reporting results. No service has ever done that before, he said. It's just been hey, we're doing this as a service. But we feel strongly that because it's the first time we're introducing it, we want our leadership to have it done first. They want their leadership to lead the way. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know we would never do some shit like that.
Fuck no.
Anytime we've implemented a new test, it was never the leadership.
You won't find the fucking generals doing this.
I mean, I would say at least not like quite as publicly as they're doing that.
Yeah. I mean, they're also probably. I mean, Coast Guard is a much smaller component, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and
I wonder about how much though. I never
I
thought
mean, the
about that.
fact that they're only on the coast.
Yeah, but I'm like, for U.S., that's still a big deal. But
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
but I just wonder how different in size it is. Like, I'm actually curious about that.
I mean, we're a coastal state, and like if you just when you're at MEPS, like you can tell the Coast Guard only has they process people like once a month. Granted, when they process people, it's like 10 people in that one day,
Mhm.
but that means once a month they get 10 people into the Coast Guard.
Yeah,
That's
man.
like
Yeah, but I didn't even find out till later on, bro. Like, the Coast Guard be doing some cool shit, bro.
they
Like,
do. Yeah, they actually do some shit. Like
Mhm.
I
They
mean,
got some cool
the
shit.
piracy is a real thing, and
Mhm.
and the Coast Guard really deals with them. So.
Arg. But
Arg, right?
yeah, fucking they just go on to say, historically, Coast Guard troops have had to stay within set body composition standards, but any physical fitness requirement has been set on a job specific basis. So that's why I said that standardized portion was the the
Yeah, you
the
probably just
key.
got to meet certain requirements based off a job.
Based off a job, based off of a unit location, stuff like that.
But that's interesting. The idea of merely doing a body composition as hey, you're physically fit because you match the body composition we need you to. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot take. Because I saw this, and this is making me think about it because the fact that they didn't have an actual PT test. Um, I saw this like Instagram reel where two guys were talking. One of the guys was like, "Hot take. What if we didn't have like a PT test? Like why do we have a PT test when it comes to your career? Are you Ted like an active duty intel analyst? Is he tested on a regular basis of how to do his job? Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, an intel analyst is not, but somebody that has a job of like a language where they need to know a language to do their
Yeah,
job,
certain
then
careers.
they have to recertify,
Yeah,
to
like
maintain
68
proficiency.
68 whiskeys got
Yeah.
to recertify every so many years, but on average, your average job, besides your weapon qualification, if you're like infantry, you got to qualify for your weapons, but still, like your average job does not have.
I mean, an infantryman doesn't have to meet any other qualification other than just a traditional soldier for their weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, there's no actual testing whatsoever to make sure you know you do your job. So why is there testing on the PT test?
So, in my opinion, I just always chalked it up as that whole dick measuring contest.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, it literally just comes back down to like every soldier has to meet the basic fundamentals of soldiering,
And that's what
and that comes down to physical fitness.
Yeah.
Because you can't say like, and I'm just gonna use, world wars as an example. Like, you take somebody that like learned how to fucking type on a typewriter in a World War II, and that was supposed to be their job, and they get thrown into an armored division because they just needed bodies, right?
That's
like
literally my grandfather.
like that's why you still have the fitness test, and that's the only reason that I'm ever gonna say like it should stay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never failed one besides probably when I was drunk, so it doesn't really phase me. I was just that man made some points that I was just kind of like, huh, interesting.
Yeah. So the reason why I said dick measuring contest is because although I do highlight that as like the driving reason, I feel like part of that being the driving reason is just for us to be taken, hold a sense of pride and take ourselves serious enough. Because like for instance, right, every Marine, to my knowledge, they don't have like an infantry type of group because every Marine is supposed to be expected to know how to use a weapon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the step down from that would be every Army soldier needs to be capable of covering down on certain things. You get what I'm saying? It's just supposed to be our thing. But
Yeah, but I mean, it's just so then there's also on top of that, there's the body composition. I feel like, and a lot of people probably think the same way, especially for your guys that struggle with height and weight. If you can pass the PT test, why do you also have to meet this height and weight standard? Because like
that's
most
why
people,
they have that exception though.
yeah, but the exception
But
is
that's
like
only for the high scoring.
yeah, you
PT
got to get like
guys.
ridiculously high.
It's just 80 in every event.
Okay.
Well, that ain't. I say just
Well-
80. I'm just saying that's not exceedingly hard. that sounds like it's a big hit.
It's
But
80 in every event, but then like the score is as if it
average
was
is 420. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Well,
you only got to get the 420 average.
400. Isn't there? How many events are there now? Is there 5?
5.
Okay. So an 80 in every event.
400.
That was only 400. So that means at least 2 of them you got to get 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So or
So you have to
get
you have to have an
100.
average of 80 with a total score of 420 or higher.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
so it can be, like 400 is a solid number. I feel like personally 80 in every event, but it's just one of those. Now I just remembered getting that 399 on that last one. That shit hurt my feelings all over again. But yeah, I mean, so you get situations like that, and then like now they're holding your height and weight over you, even though you got an 80 in every event. Like that should be 80. If 60 is the minimum and 100 is the maximum, getting an 80 should be
Yeah.
considered the perfect soldier, right?
Yeah.
But so, I mean, 100 being the absolute perfect soldier, but
Yeah.
that's what we expect. Like that's exceeding the standard without being too hua.
Mhm.
That's what we want is 80.
Yeah.
But now you're telling me you got to do better than that, and you have to also meet height and weight, and you have to do this, and you have to.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I feel like if you get 80 in every event, that should be good enough, right?
Yeah. Something you raised though, I do think there should be more specialized like tests for jobs and stuff. Though. I really do feel like that's because
you get HR personnel who don't know how to use Excel, who don't know how to use Word, barely know how to.
Barely can type.
I don't do chords.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't do chords.
I don't do chords. You were there for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get people like that. That girl was HR. She said, "I don't do chords," and she was a 42 alpha.
Yeah.
Your literal job is to work on computers now. And back in the day, it might have been like typewriting and fucking shit like that. But we in a world of technology now, bitch. Like
new army, baby. Mm-hmm.
You got to know how to use a damn computer and how to work your Outlook.
And the thing I was gonna say is like, to my knowledge, and I know things have to be different. But to my knowledge, the reason why I guess it doesn't feel like that is anything that you could call like a specialized test that we do, it's like some go or no go shit. And it's like you just doing the monotonous lane type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey bro, like for a 6-8 whiskey, it might be like, hey bro, put on a tourniquet for him. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey bro, give me some fucking combat life saving fucking techniques. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just check this box. It's not really a standard to it or something. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's interesting.
And going back, I know I'm harping on height and weight again. But there's another thing that if your commander sees you and you don't like, they
that's
feel like
new. That's recent.
Yeah, it's fairly recent. But if they feel like you aren't becoming in the uniform, you can be counseled for it. Negative counseling on the spot for being unbecoming.
And taped,
being unbecoming in uniform. Even though you could be taped, meet the standards, but then your commander says you don't look good in the uniform because you should be wearing a large and you're wearing a small, so you look like fucking
ass.
Yeah, it looks bad because you're like busting out the uniform and that don't look right. Why do we need both height and weight and that? Like if you are unbecoming in the uniform, but you meet the standard, that's wrong.
Right.
But if you fit in your uniform and you're still like got a huge gut and like it doesn't look good, that's wrong. Like give me like.
So
I don't know.
The idea behind height weight, in my understanding, is like kind of how you're supposed to, if you meet the height weight standard, then you should be at least looking the part, right, in your uniform. I mean, that's not always the case. And I feel like when they made the switch from, the 2-site tape test to the 1-site tape test, I felt like, oh, like this is the switch that is going to make all those people that just have no fucking neck but have like a huge ass gut fail. Right? And it did for a lot of people, right? Because like, I mean, like, and I mean, and I don't say no, have no neck, but like I had a really good friend that had like a 22-inch neck, fat as fuck, like 5'8", 240 pounds, like, couldn't pass a PT test to save his life. Always on profile, really good dude, but like, as somebody that's short and has to get taped, I didn't like him because he passed tape, and I'm like, how the fuck? Just his huge neck, right?
Believe me, when I got in, it was a lot. Field artillery got a lot of those motherfuckers. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, it kind of comes down to like they see that people are able to pass height weight when height weight comes around twice a year, right? But then outside of that, they don't look the standard. And so that's why they implemented the whole like, hey, your commander can look at somebody and be like, all right, like this dude passed 6 months ago, but he's looking like shit now. Like, hey man, like you got to at least maintain some decent, you know, look while in uniform, because it does kind of bring in, I guess, a bad image in a sense. But I mean, you got to be so outside of regs to really make the uniform look bad, in my opinion. But there are those that do. So
Yeah. So to continue on that, the only other part they just mentioned, they gave an example for the people that will have those specialized tests. It was saying standards applicable to the mission demands of elite Coast Guard rescue swimmers, for example. They have to, I'm like, you out of motherfucking
I mean,
Yeah,
they're saving lives. And
yeah, but I mean, like they're jumping into freaking
hmm
crazy ass waves,
Yep.
shit like that.
You can't be
shit like that.
Yeah, you can't be a basic bitch doing that. I'm just being honest. Sorry. What else we got? Oh, something else I just wanted to mention. This is just more speech from them, but I think it uh, props up the Coast Guard anyway. One of their leadership said, right now we're at a time of renewal. There's been an unprecedented amount of resources flowing to the Coast Guard. There's an unprecedented amount of focus on the Coast Guard. I think that the service is enjoying a prominence that we haven't had before, not in my service lifetime. So the Coast Guard is on the up and up, man. I think that's fucking cool.
Well, and I think their switch from being part of the Department of Defense and moving over to Homeland Security actually was kind of a good move, because
As much as we talk shit.
it solidified their purpose, though. Like, instead of them being like, oh, well, the Coast Guard has this, we can just use their shit for something it wasn't intended for, because, oh, they're part of the DoD. I feel like them making that switch over to like, oh, they're not part of the Department of Defense, so they're not going to go fight a war, right? I feel like that intrigued some people that like maybe that's something that they're super concerned about, but they want to serve, kind of thing. So I think it appeals to a different group in a way.
Yeah, it's something I always kind of wish I would have tried. Kind of wish I would have tried the Coast Guard sometimes.
I mean, I enlisted somebody that got kicked out of the Coast Guard. He didn't talk highly of it, but he also didn't really make it very far. So
yeah.
But I feel like it's definitely from the people that I have talked to that were in the Coast Guard for a long time. Like they didn't say it was bad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, Hustler, some of their leadership, Holster, he added he believed the service always need to test though to help service members maintain their health throughout their military career and beyond. Our members are not held in garrison most of the time, he said. Our members are out there literally doing their jobs. They're on fast response cutters, they're in helicopters. We honestly don't have access to some of the expensive gym equipment and gyms that Department of Defense has. So all of our activities, we want them to be confined to that so they could train on their own. The test is age and gender normed, pretty much how ours goes. The new way of he talks about hand release. It's like the new way of doing push-ups where you pause at the bottom. I'm like, hey, look, that's great. Step 2 stuff. There's probably medical science saying we should do that, maybe in version 2.0, but for now, let's keep it simple. Let's start to increase the baseline level of physical readiness in the Coast Guard. So, yeah. I just thought that was funny.
I mean, is that much harder?
I think hand release is definitely harder. Than
I'm just saying, but is that much harder to teach somebody how to do it?
Yeah. But, yeah, so shout out Coast Guard. On the up and up.
I could just now be complaining about having to do my very first PT test if I was in the Coast Guard, though.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I mean, depending on what job you chose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
You could have been out there ripping motherfuckers out of submarines.
Yeah, I would not.
I
don't know what the fuck you think I am.
Honestly, like I feel like the majority of what the Coast Guard does is rescue people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously fight off like pirates and shit like that. But then also just like guide ships in, because like they also work in like the Great Lakes and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
like anywhere where there's like any kind of like like shipping transportation going on, Coast Guard is there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I 100% would have probably been some sonar equipment repair or some bullshit like that. I don't know who you think I am. Like, if you thought I joined the MPs to go do badass shit, you got that. You got another thing coming. I thought I was just gonna be a cop, and then
yes, bro.
Just the choice of
like the fact that was your first one off rip. That's funny as fuck.
I was gonna say radio, and then I was like,
nah. Sonar.
Sonar.
Let's make it more on brand.
Yeah.
You could have been snatching like illegals and shit off of like little makeshift fucking.
Yeah, no. I'm not ICE, bro. I don't know. Like I got forced in.
Who the fuck told you to be in these waters? That could have been you, bro.
I got fucking bamboozled when I became an MP. I thought I was just gonna be a fucking street cop for the military, and then they were like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you're combat arms." I was like, "The fuck I am."
So, whoa, buddy.
They're like, "Oh, by the way, you're deploying for route clearance." What's a route? You mean I'm gonna go patrol the route? And they're like, "Yeah,
Pokemon, bitch."
Something like that. You're gonna patrol the route, all right. Here's an M240 and fucking strap that bitch into the roof of that, and if something shoots, you shoot back. And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Motherfucker, I could die. yeah, you could die, motherfucker. This shit real. Damn.
Basically, just mechanized infantry. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The man pleasers.
Man pleasers.
The multi-purpose man pleasers.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Please a man in more ways than one. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap. Let's put this condom on. What y'all got? Any closing statements? Closing remarks?
Thanks for your guys' comments. Please continue to share more awesome stories with us for Promote Demote. And if you have a story that you'd like us to share on the pod that isn't necessarily related to a topic or anything, but just a good story.
Remember, those stories can be insightful.
Yeah,
they can be, learning moments, shit like that. They don't have to be funny. But if that shit is funny, we'll have fun with that. I halfway saw it beforehand, so I was like, let me finish what I'm saying first. Then I looked over and said this.
Man, I was doing that for so long, it was getting uncomfortable.
Hunter's closing remarks is nipple massage.
Circles,
yeah. Nipple circles. Wax on, wax off on his fucking nipples. That's his closing. That's his closing statement for
I
this.
realized it got a little cold, and I was starting the turkey was done over here.
Hunter is on hard. 2 places, not one.
Yeah, left and right nipple.
Them nipples bricked.
Be like that sometimes, man.
But anyway, follow us. Please subscribe and stay stuck with us.
Oh yeah.
What was the? Homosaki. No, Homoshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. We're talking about homo.